This excerpt was taken from a Full and Bloom interview with John Corabi. John and I spoke for over 2 hours, so a lot more is on the way. If you'd like to be notified as new excerpts are uploaded, hit the subscribe button and click the bell. So let's just dive into it. You got a new single, incredibly catchy. I think for the next 2 days after I heard it, the first thing that popped in my head when I woke up in the morning was that chorus.
My wife has been, oddly enough, she's been here through the whole process of writing it and listening to it a million times while I was doing the lyrics. And she goes, for whatever it's worth, she goes, I cannot get that fucking song out of my head. It's catchy. I know it was a little bit chancy of me to do. I don't even want to say chancy because through all of the interviews I've done, over the years, people go, hey, who's your favorite bands? Who inspired you? And I would honestly have to say the top three in this order are 1, the Beatles, 2, Led Zeppelin, 3, Aerosmith, and 4, Queen. For me, I don't feel like it's that much of a stretch. But for a lot of the fans that have heard it, they're like, it's kind of a happy song. They like it. I've been getting really positive feedback. And there's been a few that are like, oh, wow, man, really, I'm kind of disappointed. It's not, I thought it would be heavier, or I thought it would be bluesier, or whatever. So, but it's just, I like it. And the way that I'm doing things now digitally, one song at a time, it's cool. It gives me the freedom to do from song to song anything I want to do. Like this one, great. If you don't, just wait for the next one.
Right. And if there's anything that I've learned from doing this, you can't please everybody anyway. So
yeah, and I think people can see through the bullshit. Like if you're just going through the motions and you're doing something to do it, or you're doing something because you think they'll like it, then you're not really being 100% true to yourself. So the bottom line of it is, when I first came up with this chord progression, I was like kind of hearing it the way it came out. And I played it for Marty and he dug it. And when we did this song, as it was being built and as we were doing the vocals and the backing vocals and all of this stuff on it, I was like, wow, this is great. It's very cool. So I like it. And I'm kind of, not to sound weird, but I got to be the first person. I got to please myself first. And then I'm being true to everybody else.
And so that is the plan, not really an album or an album in time after you release like 10 singles?
I don't know if it'll be 10. Me, like everybody else, is trying to figure this new world out. Back when I started, you would get a record deal, you would go in, you would do, fancy studios with a fancy producer, and you would do all this stuff and run up hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of bills. And then you would put your records out, and it would go in all the mom and pop stores. But it would also go into Best Buy, Kmart, Walmart, Sam Goody, Tower Records. There was all these outlets for artists to sell their product. MTV, radio, and that all of that stuff now is so few and far between for guys like me. So you got to kind of reinvent, and when I was doing this record, initially these songs were my third and final record with Rat Pack Records. I would have been fulfilling my contract with them, and I was talking to Marty, and he was like, dude, why are you doing a record? Like, nobody is buying albums anymore. It's a very, very minimal amount of people that still like the hard product, the vinyl, the CD. Most people are very, like my wife. My wife loves a lot of music. But I can't tell you, and she couldn't tell you the last time she actually went to a store and bought an album. So what she does is she's got her phone, she's got her computer, and she'll go on. She loves Iron Maiden and Scorpions, and, so she'll go on and she'll see, oh, Iron Maiden's got a new record out. She'll go onto iTunes or Apple Tunes or wherever, and she'll kind of do that 30-second, 40-second snippet that they give you, and she'll just download the ones that she likes. So that's how most of your record buyers or music buyers are purchasing their stuff now. Now it's not about sales, it's about streams. So this is my first one. I'm kind of, for lack of a better term, I'm a blind man in a closet trying to find the door. I'm just trying something new. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know, I always... Go ahead.
To finish your question, I'm sorry, I kind of rambled for a minute.
You're good.
What I'd like to do is maybe 3 or 4 or 5 singles, do a video for each one, put it out there, and then I would like to do some vinyl, and I would like to do some CDs. And then what I'll do is I'll sell them on my web store. I'll sell them via Amazon or any of those kind of outlets online. And I'll sell them at my shows because, to be honest with you, even the Dead Daisies, that's where we sold most of our records anyway, was basically those 3 outlets. I've just been this guy that is constantly, like my entire career, I pretty much tell everybody, if you could draw an imaginary horizontal line and say that everything above it was fame and everything below it was kind of obscurity, I have literally been my back has been scraping the bottom of that line my whole career. So I'm like, whatever I need to do to try and make my circle of fans larger. And I feel right now this is probably the most sensible thing to do. Do one song, promote it, maybe a month and a half, 2 months from now, drop another single with another video, promote that, and just keep the ball rolling. And then once I get to 4 or 5 songs, then do my vinyl, pre-orders, like all that, all that stuff that bands do.
And so if you're planning a song in a month and a half, that means you've already have several, or are you working on one right now?
I actually have a bunch of stuff recorded, but it's funny. I was working, like, most of the stuff I've recorded in my house, but the problem with recording, like I can do a lot of the guitars, vocals, bass, piano, things like that in my house. The hardest part for me recording here is that I don't have, I call it separation. Like I can do a drum track, like Cosi Bella, for example. I did the drums here at my house, but then I sent it to Marty, and because like everything, like the overall drums, the cymbals, everything was all on one track. Marty redid the drums. He had his son, Evan, redo the drums so that we could separate everything. Put the bass drum on one track, the snare, the toms, the overheads, the room. That's the hardest thing. So anyway, I'm again battling. I contacted a buddy of mine, D.A. Carcos, about a week ago, and I said, hey, can I come up to your house? He's got a full studio with drums, real drums. Can I record this track at your place? It's a new tune. I want to release it next. And he said, yeah, sure. But while I was there, or prior to me getting there, I started sitting down and I came up with this other riff. So I brought that to him as well. So I'm going to have my son, who's my drummer, I'm going to have, hopefully this weekend, we're going to go up, lay the drum tracks down, build the 2 songs, and I've got 2 kind of brand new tunes that I can drop on people in the next couple of months. But I've already got a bunch of other stuff recorded in the can, ready to go. But the thing of it is, like after Cosi Bella, I wanted to kind of hit fans with a couple of tunes that are maybe in their mind a little more in my wheelhouse, a little bluesier, heavier, whatever.
Okay, so that's what would be probably next, more aggressive tune?
This song that I've been working on for a little while, I showed it to Marty and he really digs the riff. It's very kind of, I hate comparing to other bands, but it's just a very Zeppelin-esque riff. I told my manager, I said, I've got all these other songs that I've already recorded, but I think right now after Cosi Bella, I really want to get this song done and get it out there, because I think this is a little more what fans would expect from me. And I've got more of that to come, but it's just, I guess it's one of those things too. It's a new riff, so I just really want to develop it and get it all done and finish it and sit back and listen to it. So it's kind of brand new, so it's still exciting to me. So I want to put this one out next.
Oh, very cool. I see you're playing shows as well.
From your mouth to God's ears. Technically, right now, I was supposed to be in Mexico. We're getting back from Mexico, and I had some shows that I was supposed to do. I I believe September 4th, 5th, something like that, with Molly Hatchet and Zebra. All of this stuff got postponed to a later date. The Molly Hatchet show has been postponed like, God, 5 or 6 times. So, I've got some stuff in October, some stuff in November. December, I've got a huge run. But to be honest with you, the way this COVID thing's going, I'm not holding my breath with anything. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get out there and I can start finish these acoustic shows while I'm releasing new music. And to be honest with you, I'd really like to start working up shows with my full band, get out and start playing again.
What happened with Dead Daisies? Was that just something that you quit, or was there
No, to be honest with you, first of all, it was always called a collective. When I got offered the gig, I was out doing shows with my son and my band, and we were doing actually pretty well. And initially, when I first talked with them, we were talking about half a year with that, half a year with my thing. And after the first record I did with them, Revolution, people really started to take notice of the band. And the Daisies kind of became a really hectic, we were doing a lot. And I have no gripes about anything, but it was just, in all honesty, my son's calling me on the road. I'm in like Europe on tour. And he was kind of bummed out. He's going, Dad, man, I came out here to like do this band thing with you. And then you joined this other band and you're traveling all over the world doing your music. And I'm just sitting here trying to make ends meet and figure out like when I'm going to play again. And so I kind of, I was like, all right, cool. You know what? Let me do this one more year. And then one more year turned into another year. So I finally just told the Daisies, and everything was on the up and up, good terms. I just said, guys, man, like, I really appreciate everything that we've done together, but I just want a little break. I just want to go out. I've got a bunch of music that I want to put out there. My son is just waiting for me to get home and do this all this stuff again. So I just kind of took a break. But we left it on good terms. I still talk to every one of the guys, all the guys in their management. And who knows if they decide to do a Make Some Noise reunion or a Revolution reunion or a Burn It Down reunion, we're all open for whatever. But as of right now, like, I'm just kind of focusing on this.
You kind of had the distinction of leaving more projects or more opportunities than most people get.
Well, in a lot of ways, Adam, my cards were just dealt to me that way. As far as the Scream goes, I still get mail from fans that are like, man, you should have never left the Scream. When I was in the Scream, when I was in it, I truly thought that we were going to be the next big thing. Like, I really, truly saw myself 20 records down the line playing festivals and doing all this great stuff with that band. Who knew I was going to get a phone call from Motley? At the same time, my mother was diagnosed with cancer while I was in the Scream. And my son, who I was just talking about, was very young and he had just been diagnosed with diabetes. So when I got that offer, the Scream guys were like, dude, you got to do this. Like, this is a step up for you musically and, limelight, but it's also a way for you to take care of your family. Great. So I did it. And then the way the guys in Motley were talking, I had no clue that they were considering bringing Vince back. And in all honesty, I don't even really think it was them. The record company just gave them an ultimatum after 4 or 5 years and said, we're not doing this if you don't do this. So they brought Vince back. I knew Bruce Kulick, and we talked. We were both in the same boat at the same time. He just lost the Kiss gig. I just lost the Motley gig. And we decided to put Union together. We were getting great reviews on our records. We were doing well as far as show attendance, but it wasn't translating into record sales. Like, again, we had that little group of hardcore fans that were buying our records, but we were getting zero support from MTV, zero support from radio. And, we never broke up. Bruce just got offered a better gig to go play with Grand Funk Railroad. and I got offered the gig to go play guitar with Ratt. And just from a financial paying our bills kind of thing, we went and we did it. So it's just the cards that I was dealt. And so I really have no regrets or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it is a business, and this is how we make our money. And I've just had to do what I had to do.